Here we are. It is now Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. Watch Along Wrestling live stream, live reaction here, coverage of WWE Clash of Champions 2019 as Sasha Banks stomps in the midsection here. We're about a minute into the match, I'd say. Introductions have happened. Sasha Banks working over Becky Lynch in the corner with a foot to the throat. And been a pretty good show thus far. Just got done with the Shinsuke Nakamura Miz Intercontinental Championship match. Shinsuke Nakamura, as we predicted, did retain due to his help out from the outside from Sami Zayn. Live chat is open if you guys want to give your thoughts on the match as it happens. We'll read your thoughts on the air. And I will say that while this is not a classic kind of original entrance for the Clash of Champions, I do like that they've at least tried a little bit of difference with the kind of the color scheme and the LED boards and everything. Sasha goes for the cover, but Becky kicks out here at 2. Crowd solidly behind Becky Lynch in Charlotte. So one thing I was wrong about, it does not appear that this match, obviously, is not closing the show. It's right here in the center of the show. Still have Kofi Kingston taking on the Randy Orton. You still got Rowan taking on Roman Reigns. And then you still got Universal Championship match, Braun Strowman versus Seth Rollins. I'm assuming, and potentially assuming pretty, I guess not in the smartest way, but I'm hoping, I guess, that the main event is one of the 2 world title matches. But the more I think about it here, it definitely does feel that it's going to be Rowan and Roman Reigns in the main event here. So we'll have to see. We'll see where it goes. And I do think that if it is Rowan and Roman Reigns, I think we have to proceed with caution before we get too upset, because I think that probably means we're going to be getting a big angle here to close the show. So Sasha Banks egging on the crowd here, yelling, saying she's the woman. But Becky now getting back to her feet with rights to the face of Sasha Banks. Sasha pulls off Becky, spinning neck breaker, but knee to the face of Becky. Now a big swift kick to Becky Lynch. Sasha goes for the cover again, but only a 2 count a second time as Becky is able to kick out of that. Sasha looking a little frustrated here, both with herself and the official. And they're talking about Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks had a chronicle that was on the WWE Network last night. If you guys haven't gotten a chance, check that out. I saw some of it. She kind of went through her hiatus from WWE. And now Sasha goes for looked like she was going for a vertical suplex, but Becky was able to get behind her. Now Sasha charges Becky with a big kick, knocks Sasha down into the corner. Now Becky goes to pick up Sasha Banks. Looked like she was getting for the Bexploder, but no, Sasha backs out of it, throws Becky off the ropes, put her head down, and paid for it. A big kick from Becky Lynch to Sasha Banks. Becky goes to charge Sasha in the corner, but Sasha catches her with a big boot. Sasha climbing to the top rope, I guess to that middle rope rather, and making sure that she kind of goes from there. Now Sasha working over Becky's back in the top of the, I guess in the entrance there. Favorite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie? Man, Little Fettuccine 6'9" put me on the spot here. That's a tough one. Man, there's a lot of good ones. I don't even, it's definitely tough. Both women are down here. What's your favorite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie? How about that? We'll start there, and I'll let you know my thoughts of it. Sasha catches, Becky catches Sasha Banks off the top with a big drop kick to the midsection. Both women are down. Referee makes the count there. I like Rock in the Fast and the Furious movies for sure. I liked Rock a lot in Rampage with the gorilla, the big gorilla. Oh, that was really good too. And now Sasha goes, but she's blocked by Becky Lynch. Becky goes for a right hand. Off the ropes goes Becky, catches her with a big clothesline. Another clothesline takes Sasha Banks down. Now Becky coming with rights of her own to Sasha's roundhouse kick to the midsection of Sasha Banks. Game plan. That's the one. Game plan with the young girl, and he's the former football player. That was a great movie. That was a good call on that one. Now Becky goes over to pick up Sasha Banks, picks her up. Big knees, both from the right and to the left from Becky Lynch. Now Becky goes off the ropes here. Goes for it. Oh, but she's caught. Banks statement here from Sasha. Could it be new women's champion? Crowd really getting behind Becky not to tap here. I really thought this would be kind of a smart crowd here and they'd give Becky a hard time, but not the case. Crowd solidly behind Becky. Becky goes for the back exploder. Hits it. Sasha, though, crawls right into the corner. Able to kind of hug that middle turnbuckle pad. Now Becky throws Sasha back into the center of the ring. Becky climbing up here to the second rope. Getting the crowd into it. Big leg drop. Shades of Matt Hardy goes for the cover, but only a 2 count from Sasha Banks. You're watching Watch Along Wrestling. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here with you guys for a variety of matches throughout the night. I definitely want to be here for the main event, and we'll see kind of what that main event is. If the main event is Roman and Rowan, I'll try to jump on here for one of the title matches as well. First time joining the channel, make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll have a ton of stuff throughout the week. Planning on doing a live stream of NXT's first show on Wednesday. Yeah, I wasn't expecting too much from pay-per-view either, but it's been pretty solid thus far. And I think I'm into the bigger matches. I think, it's interesting to see where they go with Strowman and Seth, particularly if the Fiend gets involved. Both women up on the second rope there. Sasha pushes Becky down onto her feet. Goes for the cover to Sasha. Oh, but Becky kicks out. Now Sasha and Becky both looking very frustrated. Becky rolling over. Sasha caught her with the knees around the neck, drove her into the mat, and it looked like maybe that was it off the second rope, but Becky was able to get her shoulder up. Showing a replay of that now. Becky trying to pull herself back up in the corner. Sasha kind of looking around. And now Sasha staring down at Becky Lynch. And now Sasha backs up into the corner of her own right. Opposite corners, both women stand. Oh, Sasha comes with flying knees to the chest. Another one now through the ropes here. Right knees to the head of Becky Lynch. Now she's on the apron, egging on the crowd there, talking about it. She's going to be the next champion. Up and over from Sasha. Goes right behind Becky and catches her into a submission. Looks like she's trying to get the bank statement in, but Becky's able to get around it. And she's now getting ready for the disarmer, but Sasha rolls her up. 1, 2, and that is it. No. Becky gets out of it, rolls through. Bank statement. I can't show the screen. Unfortunately, YouTube will kick me off real quick. But I can tell you that Becky is wearing kind of a one-piece black singlet while Sasha's wearing, looks like got pink and blue attire, so to speak. Obviously has the blue hair as well. I do apologize for that, though, editing hacks. I wish I could show you the screen, but YouTube just cracks down on this on these things. Big drop kick to the face there from Becky Lynch. Becky goes to the top rope. Becky now looks like she was going for the top rope. Now finally does go to the top rope after contemplating her next move. Now Becky up on the top rope. Big missile drop kick to Sasha. Takes Sasha Banks down. Goes for the cover. 2 and a kick out from Sasha Banks. Good match so far. I'd say it's probably in the early going. On par to be the match of the night thus far. Been kind of an odd show in terms of some of the matches being very short. Charlotte and Bayley definitely will. Aubrey, hang in there. We'll second that we get a victor here. We'll definitely let you know. And now Sasha Banks, Becky kind of trying to gather herself to get back up here. Sasha's trying to pull herself over towards the apron. No problem at all. Thanks so much for checking us out here. Sasha now in a seated position in the bottom corner while Becky's coming over. Stomps to the tons of stomps with a right leg. There is Becky stomping Sasha in the corner. Now Sasha looks like she's trying to get up. Sorry, Bailey Burden, we can't show the match here. Unfortunately, YouTube will just shut us down real quick. So I'd show you the match, you can see it for a second, and then I'd be off the air. Bank statement there from Sasha. Looks like she's going for it a second time to roll through. Has it in. Could it be new champ? And now Becky goes over. Quinlan. Am I a little behind here? It looks like Quinlan says Becky wins. That's his prediction. Cool. I hope so. Becky seems to be getting to the rope here. Looks like she's trying to get out, but Sasha trying to maintain that momentum in the bank statement, continuing to pull back on the neck of Becky. Becky tries to roll through for a pin, but Sasha right into the ropes. has good ring awareness, gets onto the outside, onto her feet, and pulls that left arm down along the bottom rope there. Sasha now looking over while she's on the outside, looking like she's trying to think of what to do next. She's looking over into the kind of the timekeeper's area, goes over to get a chair. This is not a no DQ, so this wouldn't make much sense here for Sasha to do this, but let's see where they go. Sasha throws the chair into the ring. Referee going over to go get the chair. Now Sasha looking under the ring for another chair. Becky comes over. Oh, chair! Right to the upper chest. Big knee to face. 1, 2. Kick out from Becky Lynch. Aubrey Lynn hoping for Becky Lynch. Chino Chinomso is hoping for Sasha Banks. And Bailey Burden hoping that Sasha wins as well. A little bit of a mixed bag of folks in the chat here. Folks rooting for Becky, folks rooting for Sasha Banks. Back and forth here. I'm glad it's just been a good match. I think it's definitely been match of the night thus far. I think they could have closed with this show. Crystal, she's rooting for Becky. Surprised that Lynch was able to kick out of the bank statement and the chair there. GT over in the live chat is tired of Becky. He's hoping Sasha gets the win there. Sasha goes to get the rope, to get the chair there. Bailey rooting hard for Sasha Banks. Goes to grab the chair, does Sasha. Referee pulls the chair from behind. Sasha grabs the chair, throws it down. Becky picks up the chair. Goes to hit Sasha. Sasha moves. And Becky lays out the official. GT Sasha FTW. Now Becky charging Sasha, hits Sasha in the lower midsection. Now she's hitting Sasha with the chair to the small of the back. It looks like we're going to get a bit of a non-finish here with Sasha and Becky, sorry. Now Becky Lynch goes to the outside, goes with that chair, but Sasha kicks the chair away. Sasha trying to get out of dodge here through the crowd. Becky running after her through the crowd. Guy with a hat in the crowd takes a second to pause for the camera. And now Becky is stomping onto Sasha Banks in the crowd. Enrico rooting for Sasha. It looks like we're going to get a non-finish here. Referee's been laid out with a chair. Sasha and Becky are both in the crowd. Sasha's running up the kind of the stands there. She grabbed something from a fan and smacked Becky with it. Becky trying to fight her back. It looks like these two are getting out of dodge. I'm guessing this is going to lead us to a rematch between the two at Hell in a Cell, is my thought. And kind of keep this going, which makes sense, I guess. But at the same time, I never like a non-finish on pay-per-view. I always prefer somebody to get the win, but Becky now working on Sasha in the middle of the stands, kind of in the area that the Shield would normally make their entrance. So Becky now putting the disarmer, using a banister in the crowd to assist with the disarm her as Sasha tapped out, but then kicked Becky low, and now Sasha still running through the crowd all the way up into the stands while Becky goes out after Sasha and goes to retreat here. So they're both still battling back and forth in the crowd. Looks like Sasha now is going into the backstage area of the arena trying to get out of there while Becky is chasing her out. And now they're getting us some footage from the hallways there in Charlotte, in the arena there in Charlotte. Becky now throws Sasha into, it looks like that's the ketchup and mustard stand that you would normally find if you're trying to like load your hot dog with condiments. Becky throwing Sasha into the, now hasn't been disqualified yet, Michon, because the referee was laid out with a chair. It's important to note that fact. Remember, the referee has been laid out with a chair. Match still is technically going because we have not gotten any word, and now they're coming back into the arena. So keep it locked here, at least until this clears. I'll stick with this match here and let you guys know what happens. But Becky now coming down the aisle there, down the steps, bringing Sasha back into the ring, back towards the ring. And remember, the official has been laid out for this entire time, so no decision has been made. Back and forth there in the live chat. Love it. Good to see everyone rooting on their favorite. And now Becky she's now in retreat as Sasha's going after her, but Becky catches her with a big right in the middle of the crowd. It seems like everyone trying to get a great shot for their social media with Becky and Sasha kind of passing them through in the crowd. And now they're making their way back around ringside. So we'll see if this is something that the match continues or where they go with this here. Becky tosses Sasha back over the barricade and back to ringside. Sasha has mustard all over her. Becky put mustard on Sasha. Sasha, battering ram to Becky. Ribs first into that barricade at ringside. Sasha now pulling out Becky and now pushing Becky back into the apron there. The apron. Now takes Becky, throws her into the barricade. They're making it clear. My favorite, I like them both, but I've been really behind Sasha since she's been her return. It's been definitely some fun, and hey, I like Becky a lot. She's done a ton for the women's division, but I think it would be cool to see a title change here. Sasha gets Becky back in the ring. They have not called this match, so this match is still ongoing. Referee is still down from the chair shot that he got. Becky tried to hit Sasha with a chair shot. Sasha ducked out of the way, and Becky leveled the official. Now Sasha coming back in, pushes the chair back into the ring, and rolls back in. Oh, a signed pick of Bex. That's awesome. Good for you, Aubrey. Big kick to the midsection. Becky Lynch kicks Sasha Banks, picks up the chair, getting ready to level Sasha, and does to the small of the back. Another chair shot from Becky to the small of the back. Hey, after this match, this at the very least would be a great setup for a Hell in a Cell. Get them in a place where they can't run all over the place. I kind of digging this one. Even if we do end up with a non-finish at some point. But again, match still going. Becky now sitting in the chair. Oh, and takes Sasha Banks face first into the chair. Becky all over Sasha, just throwing her head first into this chair over and over. Crowd seems to almost be little not too sure how to respond to this. Now, Becky going for the disarmer. The disarmer now that she has applied does Becky on Sasha over the chair. So she's using the chair for leverage here. Shinamoso says Sasha Banks will win the match 5-time Raw Women's Champion. Unfortunately, now officials are in there, and they're trying to break things up. I don't know if that's Jamie Noble. I'm not sure who that is. If you're watching along, let me know who that agent is there. Not too sure who that is, but a couple officials in there. There's an agent in there. Gianna, how we doing? Good to see you. And now referee telling Becky to get out of the ring. It does appear this match is ending in a bit of a no contest here. The guy in the suit there, who I'm not sure who that is hey, Desmond, how we doing? And now it looks like Becky is now looking for the Raw title. She's holding it up. Crowd seems upset. Hard to tell if they're booing Sasha or if they're booing Becky. However, it just seems like they're just booing the... So Becky Lynch disqualified officially for striking an official. Title doesn't change hands on a disqualification. So Sasha wins the match by DQ. Still Raw Women's Champion Becky. This is clearly going to continue and probably continue over to Hell in a Cell. So that is it for now. Becky Lynch retains the title. I'll be back with you guys in a little while, either for the Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman match, or Roman and Rowan, or Kofi and Randy. We'll get to you guys at some point. And yes, disqualification here in the Raw Women's match. No contest. Well, not no contest. Sasha Banks wins the match, but it's by DQ. So still, your Raw Women's Champion, the man, Becky Lynch. Thanks so much for checking us out here for now, guys. We're going to say goodbye, but we'll be back again a little while later. If it's the first time checking out the channel, hit a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys again in the next video.